We are live.
All right.
All right. Welcome, community. Glad you're all joining us today. Let me put this here on comments. We got the Immortal Biggieshaq on Too Many Comics, and we got Hans, CaptainStrangelife guru, pop culture guru, with us tonight. So what do you think? How's it going, Biggie? What's going on? How's your Easter going?
Well, first of all, Big Nighttiger, dude, I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your channel, man. And I would like to say happy Easter to everybody watching today's show. And it's an honor and pleasure to hang out with my man, Dr. Strangelife, because he's one of my favorite YouTube comic book content providers, man. So hope everybody has a good day today. I'm just going to kick back Sunday, show some nice books, and see how it goes from there, man.
All right. Well, how are you doing, Hans? How's your Easter going today?
Well, I want to thank you guys, too, for having me on and giving me all these accolades, which I don't deserve. But I'm happy to be here, and I hope that everybody else is having a nice Easter and staying safe. So,
we got King of Comic right
here. I got my eggs. I got my cupcakes that I baked this morning.
Boy, you're prepared. We have King of Comicdom in the house. We got Scott Neely. We got Jackson Roy Kirk. Welcome, brothers. And we're just here. We're going to have a good time. Go ahead, God.
I'm going to go get my tea. I'll be right back.
We're going to refer to Hans as the Godfather tonight.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Come on, man. You are.
No.
The pop culture guru.
No.
You don't like accolades, like you said, but you deserve them.
You're our inspiration. I don't want to sing any Chicago, but
I was digging out my magazines, and this is a key because there's a fan art Bruner in there, Nighttiger. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to name all the artists and publishers.
Frank Bruner?
Like y'all can. Yeah, it's a little fan art first Bruner.
We got 3 watching. As soon as we get 10, I'm going to go ahead and do the giveaway. We're giving away this book, but you got to answer a trivia question. And when I get a couple more in the chat, we probably get around 10. We'll go ahead and reveal that question, and the first person to answer, we'll get this sent to them for free. That's Spider-Man Unlimited #1. So let's get into this. So Biggie, tell us how did you get into collecting comics? Tell us the origin story of Immortal Biggieshaq.
Well, when I was a kid, you know, it was around, I don't know what year it was. It was around the time the Superman died, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I went out and I got a few books. That was Valiant was pretty hot. Image was hot. You had all that stuff going on. And I was a pretty poor kid. So I only got like 10 or 12 books to my collection. And I soon after that grew out of it a little bit and stashed the books away. But here recently, my girlfriend, I don't know, I'd say 5-6 years ago, she started watching The Walking Dead. And she told me I was a big toy collector, so I was collecting toys because they were cheap in my area at that time. And I go to the comic shop, and I figured I'm gonna pick her up a comic, you know. And she wanted one of them thicker trades where you got the whole first season or whatever, first part, and they didn't have it. So I just bought the old floppy because I knew enough to know that collectors collect the floppies more than the trades. Like there's value in that. If it gets hot and something happens, key issue, that would be where you get your valuable collectible at, you know. So I started picking up Walking Dead around 145, and ever since then it grew and grew and grew. It was just for her, but then eventually I learned enough to start buying some back issues, and then I was hooked. Nice. So I bought a Hulk Annual 5 and Amazing Spider-Man Annual 7 was like the first 2 back issues that really brought me back in. So,
dude, when Superman died, you know, I thought you were talking about George Reeves, but you're talking about Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves.
Yeah, I don't know Steve. I'm talking about Dan Reeves.
Who's that?
I
You
don't
guys
know.
remember George Reeves?
I remember George
course.
Reeves.
Yeah,
But who's Steve? You said Steve Reeves. Who's that?
You never heard of Steve Reeves?
Unless it's
Oh,
Dan
you-
Steven
Steve
Reeves.
Reeves was the that
You
guy.
mean
He played
Christopher
all-
Reeves?
Who?
Christopher
No,
Reeves?
no, not Christopher Reeves. Steve Reeves is the guy that played all the. He played all the Strongman Hercules movies in the '60s.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was.
So it's kind of funny. They weren't related either. I mean, there's no relationship. But they all played strong guys, and they're all dead, and they all had the same last name.
Wow. Cool. Cool fact. Did not know that.
George
Did not know that.
Reeves killed himself in 1959. So they say, but there's some controversy around that, right?
That's a big conspiracy. Yeah, that's very fascinating stuff.
That's what I heard.
George Reeves.
Same with that guy that played Hogan's Heroes. Same deal. He killed himself, and nobody knows why.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember.
I
forgot his name now, right? Yeah.
We're watching Doris Day's show, and I seen him on there. That's going back. Biggie, you know who Doris Day is?
Not exactly, but I've heard it before.
We got Z Collects. We got the Gray Man. We're filling up, guys. We got 10 in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and let Hans, the captain, pop culture guru, Strangelife, tell us your origin story. Tell us how Hans got into comic collecting. Fascinating story too.
Well, we immigrated here from Germany in 1957, and then when we got here, we lived with my uncle for about a year, and then we finally got a coach house. And then by 1959, we were living in a big apartment with 3 rooms right above a mom and pop hardware shop. And that's when I started to get into pop culture, because I was allowed to go downstairs and hang out with the guy that owned it, because they owned the building where we lived, and he was showing me around the place. And this store was more than just a hardware store, because they had when you walked in there, they had a refrigerator for a soda pop with the slide tops, and you can pull out a bottle after you put a diamond, and they had toys behind the counter and stuff like that, but no comic books in there. But I started, getting into the whole pop culture thing. And then we got our first TV in 1959. It was right after what today they call the music died, when in February, when Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and what was that other guy?
The Big Bopper.
Bopper died in that plane crash. It was that same year that we got a TV, and I started getting very heavily into all the cartoons, the cowboy shows, and the cartoons. It was all in black and white. And my brother started to work. He was graduating from high school, and he went right to work. Then my dad was working, so I'm there with my mom when I get off of school, and she goes to downtown to do shopping and stuff like that. So she starts taking me with her. And that's when I first noticed all the newsstands. And then I was walking by one of the newsstands with my mother. She was getting a paper, a German paper, a language paper. And I'm seeing all these comic books with the same characters that I see on TV, except all these characters are hanging on a wire or a string across the front top of the newsstand. And on the side walls, there were magazines and other things there mixed with comic books. And I just looked at that and I stared, and I was like in awe, because they were all the same characters that I'm watching, except these are in color. All the Harvey comics, they just exploded in my head with all these different colors. And I had to get one for my mother. And she plopped a silver dime down, and I got my first comic book. It was a Harvey comic book, and it was hot stuff, but I can't remember for the life of me if it was an actual hot stuff comic or if he appeared in another Harvey comic book. And I've been trying to figure it out ever since, but that's what started me on the comics, seeing all those colors exploding all over the place like that. Never saw it before.
Nice.
And that started me on a lifelong passion. That's why I still have a fondness for the Harvey comics today.
I was just reading that Steve Gerber article, and he said that's what he started, was on Hot Stuff Comics too.
Really? I didn't know that. Was that in the same issue that you were talking about? Amazing Hero?
Yeah. Comic Interviewer.
Comic Interviewer.
Number 38. I got a bunch of these out of the dollar bin. Love this stuff.
I got to keep that one in mind. Let me write that down. 38 it was?
Yeah.
I got to write that down because that's interesting.
It may have been him or...
I wish Steve Gerber was still alive. You know, I wish a lot of these guys were still alive because they were kind of like old school stuff. You don't get that anymore, you know.
It might have been him, or it may have been J. Mark DeMatteis. It was one of the two. I can't remember.
Well, I got to get that issue. I love reading those old interviews with these guys.
Well, I finished reading this, and I'm going to send you that comic, so I'll throw that in there. It's already read it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the giveaway. So we got 20 people in the house. Okay, we're giving this book away, Spider-Man Unlimited, #1. The first person to answer this trivia question. So if I don't see who it is, guys, help me out. So if you have, so get ready to go and pull some books out of your collection. If you have Marvel 2-in-1, number 69, The Thing teams up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Tell me who Ben Grimm refers to Starhawk as. He refers to him as a third-rate fictional character. So the first person to tell me who that is will get this book sent to them for free. And I'll repeat that again if I don't see the answer in about 5 or 10 minutes.
That's a tough one.
Well, if you have the issue, it's not tough. And I have that issue right here, so I'll show.
That's a good help.
I pulled it out. If I could just find it now. Oh my goodness. Now I'm not going to be able to find the dang issue. Oh, here it is. Okay. So in this issue, number 69, Ben Grimm refers to Starhawk as a third-rate fictional character. Who is that? Okay, I got some other questions here to pick all your brains. Unless you guys got something you want to talk about.
Well, hold on now. No. We got to find out the origin of Nighttiger, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah, but thank you, Biggieshaq, for bringing that up.
I'm like one of those comics that has like 3 or 4 different origins. So when I was like 7, my cousins would have a lot of comics, and I'd go to their house and they'd give them to me, and I wouldn't really read them. I'd cut out all the Spider-Mans and glue them in a notebook. So I'd have notebooks just full of Spider-Mans. Because I like to draw so that I would have reference to how to draw different poses. I had a notebook full of cutouts from comics.
No, just destroy your comics. That's how I started.
Yeah.
So
I started out collecting by destroying them.
Right. That's a heck of a way to come in there, Nighttiger.
It's funny. I'm sorry, but it's just funny to me, man.
So it was maybe a year or 2 later that I would go to the doctor, and the doctor would have these piles of comic books right there, on the reading material. And so I was like, okay, that's when I started reading. I started picking them up, waiting for the doctor. And I'm like, wow, this is cool. I mean, it's like going into a porthole into another world, and you just get sucked in. And I'm like,
yeah.
I started to want to draw in my own comics and make up my own world. So that's when I got into finally picked up an issue of John Byrne's. I must have been like 12, picked up John Byrne's Fantastic Four. And I was, holy smokes, this art is just, it was like candy to the eyes. So sweet.
Yeah.
And so I started collecting them. And because I picked that up, then I went back and got the Marvel Greatest Comics reprints of Jack Kirby's Fantastic Four. And then when I saw that, I was like, this just gets better and better. And so all I did was I would read them and absorb like how to draw this, how to draw that. I started drawing my own comics. That's like Nighttiger is actually one of my own characters. So I have like 50 comics that I draw. I haven't drawn in a long time, but I created my own universe. I had all these notebooks filled with different profiles, like the Marvel Universe catalog, villains and superheroes, and then I draw my own stories, and that's just how I really got into it. And then whenever I could find comics, I just collect and started getting the big pile. What's that?
You gave us two origins right now. Your origin of how you got started in collecting, and the origin of your name for your YouTube channel.
Well, actually, how it happened is we had kittens, and because I'm always thinking of new characters, my daughter started naming them, and she goes, Nighttiger. And I'm like, what? That's a good name for a character. So that's how that came about.
Kids can do it. Yeah.
You know what I love, though, back in the day is going into those mom and pops where they were just stacks of comics. They weren't in boxes. They weren't bagged. And you had that aroma of all that rotting paper.
Wow, the aroma.
Was like dark and dingy, and you had to go through stacks. And I had picked up a lot of early X-Men from this one comic shop in Milwaukee. But when I got 18, I was a wild child on drugs, running around partying. I got like all these thousands of dollars in traffic tickets, so I had to sell my first collection to pay off everything. So I didn't go to jail. So comics kept me out of jail for the first time.
We got a possible answer for the question. I don't know if that's right, Nighttiger.
What is it? I haven't paid attention.
Unruly Simeon.
Let me look.
Says Star Jaek. Star Jaek.
It's Star Hawk that he refers to as, and he's a third-rate. He refers to him as a third-rate character. No, it's not Mr. T.
I misspelled it. He's making fun of me. My fault.
We got Scoons Comics in the house. What's up, Scoons? We got Ranger Sly here. So I haven't seen the answer yet. Let me go ahead and pose that question again, and I'll show the issue. So your daughter is the creator behind One Michael. Yep. Okay, so if you have this in your collection, pull it out. I think it's the third, fourth page. Ben Grimm refers to Starhawk as a third-rate science fictional character. If you answer that question, I will send you this book for free. So it's in this issue.
So we got to figure out who the third-rate fictional character is.
Yes. Who does he call Starhawk? You know Ben Grimm. He's always making these stupid remarks.
Third-rate fictional character. Mm-hmm.
So dig out those collections. Get this book. Go to you got it. Everyone's got to have this.
Okay.
So what do you guys got there? You guys got, okay, here's a question. You guys got anything on the line, on the hook, something you're waiting to get, looking for? You know, we got that payroll refund coming up. It's going to start coming in next week.
I got to buy paper with that.
My buddy's going to send me a G.I. Joe 1.
Oh, nice. I can't believe how expensive the books are nowadays. Unbelievable.
I said I wasn't going to pay for it in the chat, and he said he was going to look for an extra one, and he said he found one. He's going to send it to me Monday, and you're absolutely right, dude. I just don't have G.I. Joe 1 money right now. Like, they're not cheap.
I had it, but I got rid of it. We got Hialeah Comics, bro, here. Toy Crunch 78. Now, here's a fact. Did you know that G.I. Joe 1 was the first comic ever to have its own commercial? They had a commercial for it in the 80s. Go on YouTube and look at it. Wow. So the thing is, because of the FCC would not allow something they wouldn't allow about comic book properties and commercials or something, but because it was tied to a toy, they were allowed to put out the commercial. Something like that. You gotta do research. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure Ranger's Like can tell us. He knows all about stuff like that.
How about you, Strangelife? You got a book?
It's not. Oh, Gray Man got it. Gray Man got it. Yes, Gray Man, you got it, buddy. Oh my goodness! Now I got to pay to ship this thing across the pond, but that's cool. He won. He won. It's Mr. Spock. So he refers to Starhawk as a third-rate Spock. Good job, Gray Man. That's going out to you, buddy. So, Gray Man, you won this. It'll be coming to you as soon as I can get that money up now. No, it'll be, I'll put it in the mail probably by next Friday, this coming Friday.
Yeah,
So
no big
cool.
deal.
Yeah, that's cool. Glad you got it, dude. He said he dug that sucker out. Might as well send me a stack to make it worth your while. I'll throw in a couple of stuff. Nighttiger always throws in a few extra books. It's just the way I roll. The way I think everybody rolls like that mostly. All right, guys. So, Hans, did you say you had anything on the line? You know, we got this payroll thing coming in. I'm looking at a couple big Golden Age books.
I got nothing. I've got most of my stuff in, actually. I haven't been looking at anything else, but I did get in one book that I've been wanting to get, Mystery Tales. I uploaded this on the picture of this on the Instagram, and but that was a picture that I got off the internet, but I finally got a copy of this.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let me see here. Where the heck did I do that mine that I just had? Oh. That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
I love the green on the tails up there.
This has got a lot of nice colors in it. It's got all the old pinball machines in there.
And you were talking, and you showed a picture about the lady in the glass in a cemetery or something.
Yeah, they call it the Lady in the Glass. It's at Rose Hill Cemetery in Chicago, and that's how I decided to get this book, The Lady in Glass.
Yeah, I guess the newest book I got was this Boy Commandos 12.
I know. I saw that video the other day, and you got a good price on that. I cannot find them early issues at that price.
It took a while. I've been looking at these for a long time. No, it's not. I don't think it is Kirby. I think it might be Simon cover and maybe Kirby inks. I don't know what the hell it is, but I don't think it's all Kirby.
No, it's definitely Simon and Kirby, but it's the whole book is Simon and Kirby, correct?
Right.
What issue number is that again?
12.
Oh yeah, I got 20 and 22 a couple months ago, but man, 12 to have that's a good deal. Well, you didn't pay very much for that. How much?
Yeah.
How much?
40 plus shipping and tax, and ended up being 50.
Nice. That's not bad. I picked up your reprint.
What was the last book you got there, Big Nighttiger, homie?
The last one I got is one of the last ones I got are these two right here. These 3, these 4, these 5, 6. Actually, the one I just recently got, the most recent is this.
Oh yeah, that's crazy, man.
This is actually whoever did this stole the drawing of the vehicle from Simon and Kirby, and they tried to mimic the art. I don't know who did the cover, but it's passed on.
Yeah, a lot of people
beautiful.
Yeah.
I had some eBay bucks, and it was such a high grade book that I kind of went back and forth, but I'm like, you don't really find them in high grade. I got it for 35 shipped.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I thought you said you paid more than that. Damn, that's cheap.
No, it was 55, but I had eBay bucks. So I paid 35 with the eBay bucks taken off.
That's a nice action cover there.
Like I said, they copied this car. It's in another cover by Simon and Kirby. And then whoever did the cover, they copied Simon and Kirby's style. But I was talking with somebody who's related to Joe Simon, and he said that he didn't do this cover.
I wonder who that is.
But because it was a high grade. That's the only reason I really kind of made me get it. I also got this. I posted this one. I don't know if you saw it. It's got 3 Hangman issues in it.
Wow.
I pressed it out, took out the spine roll. I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit and get some of the writing off of it.
Did you use a press or an iron?
I use the press. I bought 2 T-shirt presses from a graphics company for $50 a piece.
Wow.
So I use one as the hot press, and then once I press everything, I put it in the other one in a cold press and let it stay in there for 6 hours minimum. We got TMC Comics in the house. Prowler 671. What's up, my comic book junkies? I also picked up this one. I just read this today. Really good issue. It's actually a Halloween issue. So they got Nazis in the first Captain Marvel story. They got Japanese bad guys in the next story with Spy Smasher, ghosts, goblins, witches.
Where's the pumpkins?
There is a pumpkin. I think it's Spy Smasher that they hide some plans inside a pumpkin. One of these pilots that gets shot down.
That's the golden age superhero that I don't understand why you could almost get for cheap, affordably, out of all of like the bigger ones.
Especially the later.
Like Captain Marvel ain't that hard. There are some huge ones, but you can get them.
I try to go for the Wiz comics. The earlier the better for me. Anything in the 40s.
I gotta get.
And a lot of the covers, some of the covers are really stupid, so I try to get the cooler covers. Like
the one I'm looking at is the black eye Captain Marvel Jr., where he's got a black eye.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that one.
There was a Master Comics where he's riding a bucking bronco. I'm like, I don't want that. Even though it was an affordable book, but it's just too dumb.
All those Captain Marvel books, Wiz, Captain Marvel, and the Marvel family, they were all aimed at, smaller kids, 9 years old and 10.
I got my eye set on 24. I haven't seen a copy. There was one I let go. It's where he's catching the missile coming, or the bomb. It's about landing on the ship, and he's like catching it like a football. But it's a tough book to get. We got Rob in the house. What's up, Rob? Solid first bend. Mark Knapp 68. We're up to 17. The Electric Company shout out. Okay. I just got this Simon and Kirby baby in. Tough book to get. I got it cheap.
Now you're talking my language, dude. That thing is a doll baby, Nighttiger.
The first few early issues when they turned crime that they did were the only times I've ever seen Simon and Kirby do good girl covers. It's only like 5 issues. Let me get this light.
I love that. What year is that, Nighttiger?
48.
Is that what you sent me, a headline, or did you send me a Justice Till Corners to Guilty?
Justice.
Okay.
Man, get that light right. There. Yeah, someone said, and they may have said that's the best looking Simon Kirby woman they've ever seen.
It really is. I was going to say that myself. That don't look like his later stuff. That actually looks different. There's a story about that, Nighttiger. They say that Kirby fashioned his good girl art after his wife. Have y'all heard that one before?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hans,
I love Kirby, dude.
It could be after Rosalind, his wife. I think I've heard that.
I'll tell you something else I heard about Kirby was his name actually wasn't Jack Kirby at first. I think it was Jacob Kirchberg.
Right.
And he changed it. He changed it to fashion James Cagney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Jack Kirby.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, they changed their names,
Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stanley Lieber, he was Jewish, and
they were all Jewish almost.
Bob Kane, that's not his real name either. That was Robert Kahn, I think, or something like that. And then, a lot of them were. And with Gil Kane, he was Eli Katz, was his real name.
What?
Eli Katz, that's Gil Kane's real name.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Mind blown.
With a Z. Thanks, Simon. Oh, let's see what Simon says here. Simon and Kirby drew great good girls as they did all those. Yeah, that's true. Now I was talking about in the crime ones, but that's true. They did a lot of those. What was it? Love romance. They were actually the first ones to do the first romance comic in the golden age. And then once they did theirs and it was so awesome, everybody had to jump on the bandwagon. Okay, Simon's giving us. They didn't use their real name as they felt they were as a low industry and they didn't want their. Yeah, that's true. I remember Stan saying that. We don't think about that. A lot of those people were just doing that to pay the bills. They didn't want to be known as comic book artists because it was like the low guys in the industry.
Yeah.
We got Captain Von Strange the Fourth. Ooh, is any relation?
Could be. Hey,
we're all strange.
What about does anybody know anything about Planet Comics #1 that was put out by Fiction House? They just I think Antarctic Press is coming out with a new series after Planet.
Oh wow.
So this is there's 2 different covers that I'm aware of. So this supposedly takes off with her last appearance, when she just disappears all of a sudden, and then you don't hear from her for I think 30, 40 years, and now then they just revived her. So I'm not sure if I don't even know.
What the heck?
I think they were the original Amazons or something.
I was reading that book, 4 color for a dime.
All in color for a dime?
All in color for a dime. And they were talking about the Planet Comics and how they did like 4 or 5 pages of a story in one issue and couple different stories. And then they never continued the story in the following issue. They were like one-shots, 3 or 4 pages of one-shots consistently through the entire run.
I got to do some research on this one, man. But this is a really nice cover. I love this thing, man. It's a retro cover going back to Fiction House.
Yeah, I like the rivets.
Yeah, me too. The rivets on those torpedoes you're talking about, right?
Yeah. The headlights. I'm like a deer in the headlights.
The rivets on the torpedoes. Oh man.
You got it, Simon. Young Romance #1. I've been looking at that book. Boy, that's a kind of expensive book too. You know, I was thinking with this whole thing that back issues might start coming down. It looked to me like the golden back issues are going up. People are doubling down on what they got.
Yeah, this is a pretty hard thing to figure out, man. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I thought the prices were going to come down too, but I don't see it.
Well, anyway, I bought that Horrors of the Underground. They wanted $55, and I shot them a $40, thinking they were going to counter, and they took it. I was like, "What?"
Well, it might be time to get deals right now.
But you know, it never hurts when it's got make an offer. All they can do is say no.
Right, or not answer you at all. So
I have a seller that blocked me, and I don't know why.
I got a guy that's blocking me too, and I don't know why.
This was the first back issue I bought when I first started collecting again, and I was just magnetized to it.
That one, or just that issue?
This issue.
That's the original one that you bought?
Yeah. It's a second Groot. Yep. I was just drawn to it, man. That green and that yellow and all the monsters and I don't know who did this cover, but it's amazing.
It looks like Herb Shrimpy.
You got all those guys from Atlas in there, man. Titan, Goom.
Yeah, man. A lot of Golden Age references in here.
Taboo, all from the Atlas comics. Atlas Monsters.
Also got this bad boy.
Yeah, I seen you show that. That's a sweet looking book.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. I like to stalk my prey for a little while, Nighttiger. It takes me about a month or two to really settle in on a good eBay purchase.
There
you
you
know what
go.
I mean? And
There's another Simon and Kirby. They took that
I'm
same
kinda
pose. They took that same pose and put it on the Nick Fury cover.
dude, I don't know how Kirby does it, but the shadowing and like shirts and uniforms and the shoulders and shit, just I'm a sucker, dude. Like I'm such a sucker.
Who did the cover on that battle issue?
Oh, I know that one. That's
Russ Heath.
nope. Shit. Sorry.
Did he?
Bill Everett.
He did.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at that uniform on the Japanese guy. It's like padded. What's going on with that?
You see more dead bodies if you look close.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of like a Kuma K like ninja thing, you know?
It looks like
I
a
don't know.
war.
Killer cover, dude.
Yeah, I like the.
He did a
Pinpoint
bunch
him.
of those really good ones. Yeah, Everett was doing pretty good too. This is a cool little 10-cent action I got.
Oh, nice. What year?
Oh,
61?
I'm not sure. I think it's about. Yeah, it's not. It might be 59 or 60, maybe 61. What number is this?
Those Mexaplistic
273.
stories. Those Mr. Mexaplistic stories are so cool. They're fun. I love them.
I used to have the hardest time trying to pronounce that name when I was a kid. Everybody was making stuff up. We had a lot of fun trying to figure out the names.
Well, they spelled it 3 different ways.
Yeah. Mr. Mixapliscus. I still can't do it.
That's the fun of the character trying to pronounce the name.
Yeah, I got this the other day. Nice Neil Adams cover.
Oh, dang.
Wow. I had never even seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
What number is that? Let me check to
Yes.
see if I have that.
168. The haunted tank. Just
Oh,
a beautiful
man.
cover.
That reminds me of one I just grabbed, man. That nice 20 center.
GI Combat. I probably don't have that one.
They're not that expensive. I mean, but I was glad to get it.
You said it's 168?
Yeah, 168. I normally don't collect any,
I'm missing that one. I got 167 and 170.
Army stuff, or military comics,
That's a nice good girl
or
cover.
books. But I saw this cover and I had to get it. It's got
I'm going to be looking for that.
red dress, blonde hair.
I just picked up the Space Mysteries #1 from IW Enterprises. I haven't got it yet. It was $5 on eBay, and it was a high grade copy.
That's an Atlas, isn't it?
No, it's the IW one.
No, wait. I'm thinking of something else. Strange Mysteries.
I mean, it's a reprint, but it's a Golden Age reprint, and they're tough to find in high grade. Them IWs. I usually don't go for the super ones though, the Silver Age. I just got this. It was cheap and it was a high grade copy off eBay.
Nice crime comic.
These Foxes are a little expensive.
I like it.
Pretty. I like all those old books, and they're going to start going up because I think a lot of people are going to start going after the more obscure stuff now from the.
Oh, they are.
Including the westerns, the westerns. Nobody ever wanted them before. Now they're all going after them, and the prices are going up on that. Jimmy Olsen.
I got this in an AOK yesterday, and that header on there. I just saw your 20-cent DC, and I thought, man, this one's really cool. It's the first one of these I got, and I like them big headers.
Giant insects. Can't go wrong with that.
We got Key Comic Market Watch in the house. What's up, Key Comic? Well, I can see if I read some of these. Was the animated Superman to have Gilbert Godfrey pronounce it Mix Yit Split Lick? Mr. Mix Yit Split Lick.
That sounds kind of sexual. Lickety split, I mean. Hey, if a rabbit goes hoppity hop, what does a tongue do?
I don't know.
Lickety split.
Ah,
Well, Gray Man says if you learn to say it forward, you got to learn to say it backwards.
Yeah, really. I can't pronounce it either way.
Speaking of Westerns, I got this one off from a non-comic book seller, and now I try to find another issue, man. They just want too much money.
When did you get that one? Did you show that before, or was that a different one?
I got this like about 8 months ago. $25 shipped. Nice high grade.
I love those Gunsmoke Westerns, man.
Yeah, but they want like, I think the lowest you can get them without shipping is like $30, and then usually they're beat up.
that's my favorite Western, Nighttiger. I own 6-gun hero. Kind of reminds me of them 60s
Charlton.
like box.
Charlton book, yeah. A nice ad on the bottom for a candy bar.
Another man.
Sugar babies.
Man.
That's a winner, dude.
The Gunmaster. So the Gunmaster, I have his first appearance in Clue Comics.
Another little 10-center on the back.
What happened to Lois's face?
That's what I was just going to ask.
It was one of them mystery box things they used to do. They had a few of these like that.
Oh, it's the tape over the bag because I could see her face.
No. This is the legit cover. This is how it's supposed to look.
Oh.
So you draw your own little face in there or something.
Oh, cool.
Right.
But Super Baby, I don't know. He annoys me because it's always you read it. It's like, I Super Baby, goo goo gaga, Super Baby.
Yeah, they did that for some reason. I don't know why, but there was a few of them.
We got the Comic Don in the house. What up? We got the Godfather. Now we got the Don.
How about this one?
Oh yeah, I've been looking at one. I've been looking at getting a copy of that.
White Rider. They got Black Rider. They got White Rider.
Is that LB Cole?
I think.
Is that Star Publication?
I think this is not LB Cole. I think it's
Magazine Enterprises.
What the heck's his name? No, I forgot his name here. Not LB Cole. Maybe Bob Powell.
Okay. Yeah, that would be Magazine Enterprises, probably.
Yeah, probably is. No, but it's got it gets so convoluted because there's so many different imprints of the same company. Like, right here it says accepted publications, published by accepted.
Oh, that's the reprint.
Number 5.
That's a company that I don't know how they obtained plates, and they reprinted a lot of the comics by LB Cole. So that is LB Cole.
Oh, it is Cole? Okay.
But it's a comic, or it was a small business out of Brooklyn. Somehow I don't know if they found plates in a warehouse when they bought it.
Uh-huh.
Or they got them at an auction, and they reprinted several LB Cole Star Publication books. Outlaws was one of them. I think Teenage High Schoolers was another.
This is pretty interesting. It doesn't even have a year in here.
It's 1954.
Are you sure?
Yeah. All of them were printed the same year.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, except the publication. You can see it right up there.
Yep. It's still hard. It's still hard to get those. And a lot of times the people on the sellers on eBay, they don't even know what it is. So when I look at it, I'll ask them, is this the reprint? And they're like, I don't know. I'm like, well, look inside the indica and see if it says accepted.
Yeah, I didn't pay too much for this because it had brown pages on the inside,
Ranger's Life says it's 1958.
1958?
I think, well, yeah, I think it's 58 and they're reprinted from 54. We got Discovery Bay Comics. What's going on, brother? Is it legal to reprint them? Yeah, because the companies were out of business at the time they reprinted them. Same with IW. IW did a lot of reprinting Golden Age books from companies that already were out of business.
Yeah. Avon 2, I think.
Okay, I just got this one in recently. I've showed it though. Small bondage cover. If you could see, she's tied up down there.
Is that Fiction House?
This is Star Publications, but it's before LB Cole owned it. I think LB Cole actually does the next cover on this.
That reminds me of something.
This is an interesting book.
This is a Ken Battlefield cover. What a name.
I got an old Blue Bolt, but I didn't grab it before I came. Y'all got any of these old Archies? These old
yeah, definitely.
Got that one, and this nice thick annual.
Nice. Where'd you get those? Okay.
No, I got them from the antique shop in my town.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
selling a lot of my stuff from Archie.
Here's a 10-cent adventure I really like.
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
I have that one.
You said it was first Bizarro, Lois Lane or something, didn't you?
It may be.
I can't. Someone else. And then I also found the other VEC issue I bought with that annual 5 was this annual 7.
Nice.
It's a sick book.
So, Biggie, how many LCSs do you try to visit on a monthly basis?
Well, I got 2 that are like VEC issue. They don't sell any new comic books that I go to heavily, and then there's the regular local comic shop that I get my new books from. But if we could ever get out of this Corona thing, man, I probably got about $200 worth of books I want to get. That's the thing, is it's giving us time to think about what's at our shops we didn't buy.
So do you have one LCS that you frequent the most out of them?
Yeah, it probably one of the antique shops I go to more than any of them, for sure.
Do they get consistently new books in that antique shop?
No, they just got a big stash of like DC bronze and silver, and I should have grabbed my Blackhawks. I've been getting some Blackhawks from them, and yeah, man, they got all types of good goodies like detective, action. Can't think of them all. Phantom Stranger. Yeah.
Now I want to ask this question, and Ranger Slice kind of posed this too. Are you concerned about the comics if you smoke around them?
Am I concerned? I'm not.
Yeah.
I feel like if anybody's lucky to get a book from me, then if they're complaining about smoke, they don't need to buy it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. I feel like it don't bother them because shit, they go through so much before that anyway. You know, before it gets to me, it's lucky to come home to me. It's in a nice bag and a nice collection instead of being rifled through in a long box at a shop, you know.
No, nothing against you. I just want to be honest. If I get a book that smells like a cigarette, I give it away because I can't.
Yeah, I like the natural smell of the.
Oh, well, dang. I didn't. Some people will say that, and it's just hard for me to believe because it's like if you go to a comic shop and buy an old issue, dude, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that's happened to that book before you got it. But you know,
yeah, I mean, nothing against you. I'm just saying, personally, me, I can't do it. Even if it's got a different kind of smell. Now, if it's a big issue, I'll probably try to get it home and try to get the cigarette smell out. Put it in. I've done that. I've done that before. Put it in a container with baking powder or baking soda.
I'm not sure if my cigarettes smell like, or if my comics smell like cigarettes yet, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I was just asking. Someone asked the question, so I was curious too. Me, yeah. I like the old smell of old paper, not cigarettes. Pet peeve.
Yeah, me too. Old stuff like this.
I like the smell of old paper, not cigarettes or old farts.
Well, then I got to stay away from you, man. What's the Leverett cover here?
Hey, I have that one.
Yeah,
I read it when I was in Dominican Republic. Wait, where'd you go? I keep taking you out. There you go. Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
Mine has a lot of water damage. It's not damage, but it has the staining.
Pretty nice. Got cream pages, I think. I think they're cream colored. But otherwise, pretty nice. Back cover is nice and clean. I think 1958.
Nice.
58.
Bill Everett cover, creator of the Submariner.
You just got that, or is that one you had?
No, I just got that. 1957.
I'll tell you what, if my comics smell like marijuana, I usually smell them more. I'm just kidding.
I never asked you at Nighttiger. I don't know if I've ever seen a timely cap on your
I don't got one. I came close a couple months ago, but it was in.
How about you? I know you got one, right?
I got rid of all my Captain America books.
See, this is
maybe two.
What I think about smoking. I'll show you.
If I could,
I know people think I'm a jerk,
I'd slap you.
It probably devastated everybody's day, me doing that, but you know, these are my books.
I watched Silver-haired Bronze Age page, and she does her little videos and she rolls them up to show the pages. I'm like, blasphemy!
Oh my god!
What issue was that? I couldn't tell. Yeah. I couldn't tell the number on it.
Oh, 68.
68.
Yeah. 68.
All that stuff. Was that Schaumburg cover?
Yeah.
No.
It's an I was
because I having a hard time seeing the artworks.
But
it's not Alex Schaumburg though.
Tell your wife to get off the internet.
Oh, am I lagging?
Yeah, tell your girlfriend, say, hey girl.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You weren't doing so bad. It just started to get like that just a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
you don't want to poke the bear?
Hell no.
I want to get one of the issues that say weird tales of Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Everything got weird in the 53, 54.
Yeah, well that's a nice time to a nice jumping on point when it changed the title. That would be a nice jumping on point if you can afford the books.
Yeah, I usually don't really even look at them because I know they're going to be out of my range. Let me ask you, Hans.
Yeah.
Do you have any LCS that you visit on a monthly basis?
Yeah, Dark Tower Comics.
You usually pull some good stuff out of there consistently.
Well, more the stuff he has there is more recent. The real good stuff he has is on the wall, and sometimes I see something that I like. He might give me a good deal on it, but I do most of my buying, at flea markets, garage sales, and old, antique stores and stuff like that. And there's places now like Let Go and Etsy, so you can find stuff on there too. There's a lot of different places, alternatives to eBay, but I still probably do most of the stuff on eBay.
Oh wow, nice. These are recent pickups?
No, this one I've had a while.
What number is it?
This is 125.
Nice.
The Citadel of Crime.
So what is that, like 50, 51 or something?
1947.
Oh, nice.
It's a golden ager.
Bust it out! Bust it out!
Goes way back, dude. Like what? 39, 38.
Yeah, 39. Was Detective was the third series by National, I believe. Was it action, adventure, detective, and then Superman?
Then
Batman, then All-Star.
Could be.
Okay, so I got a question here. So cheer up, Hans. What's your favorite Marvel or Marvel superhero?
Favorite Marvel superhero? Wow, it'd probably have to be Spider-Man. But I'm not too happy about him lately, the last few years. But
Oh, dude, I just read the latest issue. It's so bad. It's just so bad.
That was the first Marvel comic that I ever picked up was Amazing Spider-Man 14, and I still have that. The first appearance of the Green Goblin. So that's what actually got me started on collecting other comics. Was that issue. So I just been collecting Spider-Man. I still collect it only to keep my run going, but I can't get into the character anymore that much. But I still have to say that he's the favorite out of all the other ones that they have. But I'm more into the DC now than I am in the Marvel.
This is what they do, though. They put out, I mean, the cover's not bad. But I opened this thing up and read it. Oh, my goodness. It was so bad. I wanted to rip this comic up. It was on 3 pages, and I'm waiting for him to, do a little quip or a joke as he's swinging around. I'm like, that's not Spider-Man. That's just a normal, average character.
Yeah, that's my earliest Spider-Man I got is my annual one. I think it came out the same year the first Spider-Man came out.
Oh, nice. 68. I used to have it. I sold mine.
What's that, 1964?
Yeah, 64. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I think the first Spider-Man came out in, 63 or 62, the same year. Well, Amazing Fantasy came out in 62.
Yeah, that's the earliest it gets for me.
So, Biggie, what's your favorite Marvel superhero?
Man, my favorite's Deadpool, but my favorite to collect is Captain America. Like, I read Deadpool religiously, so I guess Deadpool.
Nice. I've never seen the movie.
It's pretty good.
My favorite is Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight.
Marvel's Batman, right?
Yep. Now, if you say DC, then I'd have to say Batman.
They say they used to call Marvel the House of Ideas. I call it the House of Stolen IDs.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Herb Trimp cover.
Wow.
Is it? No, that's Kirby. I'm sorry. Kirby cover.
Oh. Damn. What is that, like third or second?
This is second solo.
Okay.
And I love it because it's a chessboard cover. I love chessboard covers.
I like it, dude.
I got the British version also.
I didn't know Kirby got in there on Moon Knight that early. That's pretty cool.
I love when Kirby does those characters like Daredevil or Moon Knight because he doesn't, and Spider-Man too, because he usually don't do them. So they look so cool.
Yeah.
Size, yes, Kirby cover. So, Hans, what's your favorite DC character?
That's a Batman. Yeah. Gotta be Batman.
How about you, Biggie?
Well, I'd have to say Superman.
All right. Oh, that's a gorgeous cover. Gorgeous.
Superman's my favorite altogether character in general. So, yeah.
Are they in a U-boat with the periscope up, looking at Superman swimming towards them?
Yep, Nazi cover.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a George Burns. Not George Burns. What's his name?
George Burns, yeah.
Burns.
I don't know who does that one.
What's his name? George Berlioz or whatever they call him. Berlioz. He created the Human Torch.
Jack Burnley.
Oh, Burnley.
Yep. Yeah, Jack Burnley. Burnley's one of the OGs for sure.
I just picked up this Schomburg Nazi cover for $25.
Beautiful.
I'm not doing
I like that.
Down on Schomburg Nazi covers.
And we got the female with the red clothes and blonde hair.
Yeah. She makes cover appearances in every company.
Here's something that's overlooked. Journey into Mystery 1, the 70 series from 1972.
Oh yeah, that's I come across that book quite often in flea markets.
It's got a Gil Kane cover, or Eli Katz, whatever you want to call him, and then it's got Jim Starlin art in here and Mike Plug.
What's the grade?
This is a 6.5.
Nice. That's a cool cover, yeah.
I paid like $25 for this.
Dang.
Wow, they lost money on it.
I just made an offer and they took it, like you do.
They probably paid $30 to have it graded.
I learned from the best. Then I got this.
Oh yeah. 8.5.
Origin of the Phoenix.
I know you didn't pay 25 for that.
I can't remember what I paid for this. It was a while ago, but
That's like that book's probably $350 right now.
Claremont, Chris Claremont.
Have you watched Chris Claremont's X-Men on Amazon Video?
No, I don't have Amazon Video.
Oh.
Unless they give it to you free for a month or something, then I might get it. I got
unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, they don't give it to you free.
Yeah.
All right,
so they give you a month, free trial.
Maybe. I don't know. My wife got it, so that's why I watch it. All right, let me see what I got here.
Captain Midnight. Another Golden Age great.
I think 84 is getting a Captain Midnight pretty soon.
You know what I want? I want the Captain Midnight decoder ring.
Nice.
But they want $75 for them.
Wow.
Because then I can decode messages.
I got a Dick Tracy decoder ring somewhere back here from about 1962.
Whenever you get it,
I got
see it on Instagram.
This classic Ramita Senior.
Oh yeah, that's an
Amazing
iconic cover, man. That is an iconic cover.
I got this one for Christmas because I was feeling bad for myself. I paid $130 for it, 2.5. I couldn't get my timely, so I settled for this one.
Let me show you what I got for $1. Biggie.
Book. What?
I think it's Portuguese. I'm not sure.
That's amazing.
It was $1, man. I can't believe. I'll take it. First appearance of Rhino.
God, bro, you get some of those though, man. You get some of them different international cover or comic books. I've seen you show them.
Yeah, this one was on my LCS.
Lucky, man. I'd buy him, dude. I just never see him.
I'm sure Hans has some of these.
Fantastic Worlds. I got Fantastic Fears. I might have a Fantastic Worlds pulp magazine. That's the comic, though.
He's got a skull and crossbones on her.
That is nice. I like stuff like that. Wicked. I love wicked women. Dangerous, wicked women.
All right, it's a family show.
I'm doing good. I haven't dropped one F-bomb.
I know. You know what? We should give you a little trophy.
I'm paying respect to my boy Nighttiger, man. Y'all like these old robot fighters? Those old painted covers?
Oh, yeah.
These are pretty cool.
Gold key, painted covers all day long.
Yeah, man. I chipped the side on the Mylar. I feel really bad about it.
Hans has got a remedy for that.
Does he?
Yeah, he has a video where he shows how he clips the edges on the part you fold in so you don't cut your book.
Oh, I've heard about that, but the person that told me didn't say it right. They said they clipped the very top. You got clipped down here.
He's got the go-go boots though. Punisher stole those from him.
Yeah, he does.
Why is the blue tape on there?
I don't think they had one. Them robots look really cool too.
Why do you have the blue
face?
Why do you have the blue tape?
I don't know. I just did. It's, I double bag.
We have Russ in the house, Super Russ.
Y'all like,
and we got Surf Blue in the house too.
That's a beautiful cover, man. This Dick, I don't know who it is. I want to say Dicko, but that ain't right. But gorgeous book.
Navy action.
Is that Atlas by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That could be a Bill Everett cover.
With action on them.
Could be a Bill Everett cover.
It's nice. This is the earliest Batman I got. 10-cent World's Finest.
I love that series too. I love the time, when they were in the late 50s, from the late 50s to about 1966. They were still fun to read,
I definitely want more of them. This is the only one I got of World's Finest, 10-cent, but they are really cool. You're right.
Surf Blue, Army of T-Bone.
He had Longhorn for dinner. Woohoo!
Ranger Sly says, "Who doesn't like wicked women?" I like good girls.
See this, there's an interesting reason why I got this book. Tony Isabella, when he was doing the doing articles for the Comic Buyer's Guide, he wrote about this. He said it was the darkest Batman story that he ever read in his life. It was called The Box. And he said it was so deep and so dark that it was just a story about revenge, and you never read any story that was deeper and darker than that.
Nice.
The Box. So I got it, but I had to buy it graded, so I could never get a chance to read the story. It's messed
Great
up.
colors on that book.
So you went and got the original copy. That's my hero right there. I don't know. People say they get the trade so they can read it. I can't get the trades. I got to get the original. I got a question for you, Hans.
Huh?
What's that funny comic that you have that has the guy with the green flame, and then they changed it because they got sued?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's man,
I've been looking for
that. Called something Fables, and it was from EC.
Is it Uncle Fables or?
I can't remember what the heck it
Funny
is.
Fables. I'll have to check it. I'm trying to find that.
Animal Fable. No, Animal Fables. I can't remember. But yeah, they said it was too much like the Human Torch, and they even used scenes. How you see the Human Torch going through metal walls and then melt. And he's popping up. And they were doing that too. And Firefly. Freddy the Firefly was red, and it looked like the Human Torch. But they copied it from there, but I think they were forced to change them to green and yellow.
Grayman wants to know what number was that Detective Comics about the box.
Oh, I didn't mention that. Shit. This is number 130.
130, Grayman.
I'll show it again. 6.0.
So the Atlas, they did a lot of titles with action in it. Navy action, police action.
Right.
This is from 54.
That's cool.
Didn't DC do a series in the 70s called Police something, a police action or something?
It was Atlas, the other Atlas, Larry Lieberman's Atlas.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Right.
It's a cool adventure comic.
I love those crazy covers like that.
Man, they're so fun.
Yeah.
I got the Superboy on the back. I really like this Wonder Woman 10 center I got. It's in pretty good shape considering it's actually got the first ad for Adam, the little tiny superhero.
Oh, nice.
The Atom?
Yep.
The Silver Age.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I showed the I bought a copy of the first appearance and showcase.
You guys like Corbin?
Corbin was good. He did a lot of great stuff. Bizarre artwork. He was, unmistakable. You can't mistake his art style for anybody else's ever.
Beautiful collars, dude. In a stack of Aries, this thing stuck out like a sore thumb, man. I was just like,
which one is that? The Gray Man. He just said, what comic book was that he was talking about? Detective?
Biggie, do you know AJ Styles?
yeah.
He said, Sir Blue said he goes to the video game store where he goes. He lives in this city.
Okay.
That's the second appearance of Darkseid.
Yep. First cover.
I
I think I
picked that
like
up.
this cover better than the first one. New Gods had some killer covers, man. First Steppenwolf was killer.
I picked it up for $5 at the flea market.
I knew that. I didn't know how much you got, but I knew you had one. I'm pretty jealous of that one.
His first appearance was in Jimmy Olsen, right? Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen.
Yep, I got both of those, man. I got an immaculate copy of 134.
You
Beautiful.
know, so listen here. So I was just reading that comic book interviewer, and the guy said that Stan Lee and Kirby's Thor compared to New Gods is like John Lennon's Plastic Ono album. It's still good. It's just not. It's not classic.
Right. Yeah. Shit, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know, man. Stan Lee got a lot of credit for things that he shouldn't have got credit for, actually. But that's a nice book too.
Since Biggie's showing some adventure, I figured I'd show some Legion. There you go, Scott. There's your Legion.
Looks pretty nice. Pretty nice shape.
There was a guy at the flea market. He had a short box full of these adventure comics, and he wanted $5 a piece. I told him I'll give him $50 for the whole box. And he's like, "Nah, I can't do that." So I did the walk away, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." So I got a whole short box full of these adventure comics.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking like hunting and getting my best deal ever in the history of life.
I love that cover. The blues on there are so nice. And that uniform.
There it is. Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen 134 for $5. High grade.
See, Jimmy Olsen series wasn't a waste.
No, man. Neither was Lois Lane.
And if anybody wants to argue like, oh, that ain't the first one, I got the other one too. So,
dang, dude, you're killing it.
All right.
I don't have either one of those.
Like I'm Bob's birthday.
There ain't much to pick from, Nighttiger.
What's that? You said I could pick one?
No, I said I'm a Superman fan. There's not much to pick from.
Oh, I was going to say, we got Alex, the comic hoarder, in the house.
Here's Rangers League. He'll take the New Gods over Thor any day.
Alex,
comic hoarder.
We miss you, Alex.
Oh. Yeah,
Alex was supposed to be on tonight, but his parents were coming over, and he couldn't put them off for the show.
Yeah, I got a box that I'm from Scoons.
Oh, I got that, baby.
Scoons.
Yeah, man.
He's the guy. AOK Scoons. I'm gonna open this in
nice.
in a few days. I don't know what's in there, but that was nice of him to send me that.
It's a good Neil Adams cover.
Scoons is the man. If you guys aren't subbed to Scoons, go sub them. Sub each other up too.
Yeah. Support each other.
A lot of great channels in here.
Was that the Element Man?
No, it was Parasite.
Oh,
I got that one too. That's a good issue.
Yeah, I'm really glad I got a copy of this, man. It's
Are
an
you,
expensive
man?
book. This is what I was showing earlier, Strangelife, the first Parasite.
oh, that okay. That I couldn't. It's hard for me to see that stuff, but those are classics.
Oh, nice.
I picked it up $15 at a Comic-Con.
Oh, you're killing me. I paid
This
30.
and first Bizarro Flash.
Did you know it had a really cool centerfold in there, Nighttiger?
I don't. Oh yeah, that Superman one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does this? Is this Kurt Swan? I believe
I think
it
it's
is.
Noel Adams, dude.
No, this is Kurt Swan.
Is it Swan? I'm probably wrong. Maybe it was the second one I'm thinking of.
I wish it was Adams.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong.
See, it was like Swan was the innocent age of DC, and then Neil Adams came along and popped our cherry.
Yeah, I think the second one was Noel Adams.
Once Neil Adams came along, it was like, oh, we didn't want to go back to those innocent days. We wanted to see all the cool stuff.
Here's a cool book. Fighting American 1.
Nice.
Got
The
that.
reprint.
Got that. Yep.
Harvey again.
Love the Harvey stuff.
Round Robin. Big old fat Kirby villain. Have y'all ever heard of Quilt Man? Came out Boy Commandos.
Sure did.
Yeah, my buddy Gretzky's been telling me about him. I'm gonna have to try to grab it. He's actually a DC villain that Kirby created.
Here's my Harvey comic.
The Invisible Scarlet O'Neil. One of the earlier first female.
Oh yeah, let me show you this one, Hans.
I love her.
Beautiful.
Scarlet O'Neil.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, I'm jealous now.
Bangers.
I always get her confused with Sally O'Neil.
Dude, Nighttiger tears it up, bro.
Sally O'Neil.
Nighttiger, man, I want to take a moment to acknowledge I love your taste, brother. And you crush the game when it comes to buying 10-cent books, man. And I just got to say, dude, you and King of Comicdom are definitely my two favorite Instagram channels in out of everybody's.
Yeah, he needs some accolades, man.
No, but that's my goal, to inspire, man. That's what it's about. And, you know, I talk with a couple of people and they're like, I don't know if I like to tell the price or to show my big books because I feel like I'm bragging. We're sharing our passion.
Dude, you're helping people learn how to do things that ain't easy, bro. And you've helped me with a lot of stuff, man. So, you know, I appreciate it.
It's about inspiration and sharing. Where nobody's bragging.
You're always there commenting. You're like Metarog. You're very kind. You leave nice comments. Nice guy.
Yeah, did you know that she first appeared in the newspaper strips? Scarlet O'Neil.
And her first appearance is in another early issue of Famous Funnies, and that book goes for a lot of money.
No, I think her first appearance was in the newspaper strips.
Well, I mean in comic books.
Oh, comic books, yeah. Is that the one that? Where she,
no.
I've
looked at that other issue. People want like $200-300 for it.
I'm
like, I'm good with what I got for right now. There'll always be somewhere down the line that one seller, probably not a comic book seller, that gets that book and they sell it for half of retail or a third of retail. I'll tell you what, I have my phone here, and about every hour or 2 hours, I check Golden Age listings, new listings on eBay. When I think about it, I'm like, oh, I haven't checked in an hour. Let me check, see if anything new's up.
This is what happens when you got an endless supply of dough.
Well, I wouldn't say endless.
I mean,
that's why I'm cheap.
He's buying a book while he works, you know, so you got to
close up.
Okay.
Can you do a close up of that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful cover. Look at that.
Yeah, going there almost looks like Wallywood almost. That's some good stuff.
I don't know who that is.
Cover. I like that.
Let me tell you, this book here I got for free off eBay.
Really?
Dang.
So I bought it off a non-comic book seller, this lady, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I printed the label out, but it was the wrong address, and I sent it out." So I'm like, well, if you get it back, let me know. She goes, if I get it back, I'll give it to you for free. I'll send it to you for free. I'm thinking it's never coming back. So about 3 days later, I asked her, I said, any news on that book? She goes, oh, I guess what? It did come back. She goes, I'll be sending it out to you. I'm like, sweet.
Wow.
I was like, what? And it was only $28 shipped in the beginning, but this is like a $50 book.
Is that the first appearance of the Radioactive Man?
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a key issue.
I never looked it up. I do have the first appearance of Atomic Man in Headlight Comics.
That's the same one I got. I have that.
The guy had 100 on it and he wouldn't budge. So I had to pay 100 for it. But hey, it's the first Atomic superhero ever in comics. And then the next issue has the cover appearance. And it was too expensive, so I waited and waited, and finally someone had one for sale for $30, but it looked like it fell in the back of a box, so it was like bent, almost a 90 degree angle.
Man, that's bad.
And I shot them $20, and they took it, and when I got it, I just pressed it out, and it looks like it was never bent.
Yeah, but you probably got the crush on the spine. But
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Wow.
Not a crush. I mean, it does have a color break, but it's not crushed.
I have to get one of those presses. That's a good issue too.
I like this issue out of all of the golden. I just bought it because it was convenient, but after really processing all the other covers and thinking about it, this is my favorite Gold Suit Iron Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man issue. What issue was that? Where he was lifting up all that machinery and the water coming down. Was it what issue was that? It reminds me of that.
Right. I'm not sure, but it's a famous
talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
There we are.
Wow, you got a bunch of them. Dang on.
This is the first red costume. Wait,
I almost got that one where
this one.
Yeah, right. They're both key too, I think.
This is all Steve Ditko art inside too.
Dang on, man. I really like the one in the air. That one's a good one. That one's the one I like. That one's crazy.
This? Like 5th appearance or something, I think.
Yeah, I almost got that one. There's a cool Strange Tales.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I need to get that.
135. That's the first Nick Fury, right?
As a member of S.H.I.E.L.D., the first S.H.I.E.L.D. and the first Hydra, Silver Age Hydra. Jack Kirby cover. My boy Bubs got this right after he saw mine. I don't know if he knew about it or not. He might have, but yeah, it's a cool book. I got it for like $40.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
here's something newer. Did you guys this? Well, it's not really newer. I mean, it's a Bronze Age book from 1985. The special edition, the New Mutant Special Edition.
Hold on a minute. Let me go with Hans for, and I'll go back to you.
Oh, I got that book, dude. That's a good. That's a Valkyrie key. I know about that.
I just picked it up for 70 cents.
Yeah, it's got the first.
I saw that.
The Mist and Axe, the Valkyrie team, and then the horse they call I don't know what they call a horse. What do they call a horse again?
Oh shoot!
I forgot.
Brightwind.
That's it.
Brightwind.
Yeah, you got it.
Look
at Doctor Strange on the new spec.
I was watching Comic Book Fever, and I think that's how when I saw this, and he said that there is talk about them entering into the main Marvel universe now.
Yeah, I went and got 3 copies when I found that out because most comic shops have that comic, dude.
Yeah.
I got really lucky on this one. I got
this. Is that second Black Knight?
No, this is first full.
Oh, nice.
The one before it's the cameo.
Dang, that's an expensive book, or it was. I don't know if it came down.
It came down a little bit, but even and you know,
show some rubbish 50-cent 90, so I don't feel.
I got this for $20 when it first started hot. Yeah.
Dang, good deal. Good deal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good deal. What do I got here? Let me see. Well, I showed some of this Sterling comic. So this is the first superhero of the Silver Age right here.
Captain Flash.
So the story behind this is,
look at that, man.
DC hadn't used their Flash trademark name in a number of years. This series came out and they quickly resurrected the Flash.
That was the end of that one.
So they didn't lose the name. And so technically this is the first superhero in the Silver Age. This is 1955. Showcase number 4 is 1957.
Yo, Nighttiger.
Is it 56?
No, I think when I did research, it said 57.
How about the
for the Flash?
The showcase.
That was 56, I thought.
Oh, was it? Okay. Well, then it was 1 year after this.
How about the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot he's given to the dinosaur Nighttiger? You like that?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know that one existed.
This has four issues in the run. I got 3 and 4.
That is cool, man.
Sterling did like 3 or 4 different series, and then they disappeared. I got another one right here. I think this is Sterling also.
You know, I believe I got that. I got the first issue with the yellow cover.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
This is back before the movies started dictating prices on books on eBay. You could get some of this stuff for $20 a pop, you know.
How about this?
Oh yeah, I have number 1, but I don't have any of the Good Girl covers. I've been looking at trying to get them, but man, those books are expensive.
I had to do some work on this book. I'm gonna probably show it. I put some pieces in here. This is a reader copy for me, so you know I don't mind repairing it. But
oh shoot, I put staples in my book. Sometimes I'll repair the spines.
Cow puncher. I don't know why they want to punch her. She don't look like no cow to me.
I know. I think Fox had the better Good Girl covers than Fiction House. What do you think?
You think Fox had the better ones?
I do.
I don't know. I think Fiction Houses. They had some really good stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying they're not good. I'm saying Fox is like just a little bit better to me. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Have you seen this one, Biggie? This is one you can get. It's affordable. This is first John Byrne work at Marvel.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you could probably get this book for under $10.
Trying to find
here, I got some Marvels in here. You know what this one is, Big?
First Ronin.
Yep. The ugly cover. I hate brown covers.
I got a couple more cool books. Not yet, though.
First, what's his name? Molecule Man, which to me was a really awful villain. I told my wife sometimes I got to get the cheese grater out when I'm reading some of these comics, especially DC.
Yeah, they're my favorite kind of reading books, though. Really, that's why I like that.
They're fun. Here's a $1 book. Got out of the dollar bin.
What? Well, I
That
got
was
my
right,
copy for $8, so I'm
right
not that.
before it got hot.
Here's some cool, man. Black Hawk 10 centers, dude. Them Dick Dillons, me and Nighttiger like to talk about, dude. I don't like just showing one of them because I got 3. You know, this is the first DC
The
issue.
War Wheel.
Dick
Yeah.
Dillon, brother?
Dan Spiegel did a cover with the War Wheel in the 80s.
I need to
Black
get
Hawk.
3 DCs, but that's the earliest one I got, and then I got this one too. And I like them, man.
They're fun. They're fun books.
I like them a lot, dude.
Most of this stuff is better than the new stuff, the crap that's coming out anyway, you know?
The only thing I don't like about that book is when he goes, Saka McGee. That's the dumbest thing ever.
It's kind of like an obscure key people don't even really know about.
Oh, yeah, that's the Plastic Man one.
Yeah, first Silver Age Plastic Man, and then I got this really cool Chamber of Darkness.
Oh, yeah.
Burning Rising.
I got that one. That's a really good read.
Stunning cover.
I think I just read that a while ago.
Dig it a lot.
Oh, here, this one's up your alley. Hans the Mons.
Erie. Yeah.
I paid
Well,
20
you
for
would
this.
right there, right?
I don't know. You would probably know more than I would.
Looks like Wally Wood, yeah.
Yeah.
He did some great stuff for the Erie series. I got the first one from 49, and then the regular series. I got that one too. Here's a nice copy, the first issue of Gunsmoke Western.
Oh yeah, Kirby.
It says 32 on there because it continues the numbering from Western Tales of the Black Rider.
Right.
But then it changed its name in 32 to Gunsmoke Western. So this is actually the first issue of Gunsmoke Western.
I was actually looking at an issue of Billy Buckskin the other day.
Yeah,
That's
what a name. Billy Buckskin.
So, he has, I don't know how many issues in the series, but they had one issue on eBay.
It sounds like a gay dancer. The nightclub.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Hey, that's funny you were talking about that the New Mutants. I got a copy right here. It's all rolled up.
No, Kirby did Gunsmoke because I have a couple issues. Rangers Lie. He did.
No, I know that. I believe it.
He did the covers. Yeah. Not that one though. He said that's a Joe Manley, possibly. Craig Ferguson says I used to dance under that name. Oh, these guys are hilarious.
Here, Doom Patrol.
Oh, I love Doom Patrol.
Look at that.
That's a nice issue. Nice cover.
My favorite one is the Hourglass cover.
They had so many great, covers. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, there's the one where the guy's in the wheelchair and the talons are coming down.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's another thing that the House of Stolen Ideas did. They stole that. The X is not a creation of.
And it reads
his mind. He stole it from the Doom Patrol, from Drake's Doom Patrol. That's
right.
Simple. And look at it. The World's Strangest Heroes.
Oh, nice. That's one that eludes me. I've been looking at getting the issue though.
And the X-Men, he says the world's most unusual heroes. And
isn't that the team that they got the Fantastic Four from?
No, X-Men.
That was the Challengers of the Unknown. That's where
that's it.
From.
Yeah.
This is where they got the X-Men from. Look at it. We have the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil. The X-Men they have the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. You got a guy in both comics. There's a guy in a wheelchair. And you're trying to tell me that Stan Lee created this out of the wizardry of his mind, his own mind? I doubt it.
I'm totally.
Yeah, but everybody was stealing everything in comic books. They still do.
But I remember reading a lot of interviews with Donald Drake where he was pretty bitter because he became the believer. In the later years, he started to believe more and more that Stan Lee stole it. That's what, in his own words, stole the idea for the X-Men from his.
Everybody stole stuff, Nighttiger, but nobody bragged about it like Stan Lee did.
Oh, he sure did, man. He took credit for a lot of stuff that he didn't know. Wow. Can't go wrong with Elvira. I'm on fire for Elvira.
She's a redhead, really.
Yeah. Cassandra Peterson.
You can smell that comic.
Look at those beasties.
Oh, that was a good transition.
Oh,
I thought we were still on Strangelife. I got this bad boy, Daredevil. Some people don't like this cover, but I don't have much Wallywood, so I really like it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Wallywood did very good Daredevil covers. Number 10, number 10 is the worst. That was not bad, but number 10, and I have it on my wall. But I love Daredevil no matter what.
Yeah.
Captain America, Daredevil, Moon Knight, my 3 favorite Marvel characters.
How about DC? I never found. Oh, you said Batman. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Batman.
I think I forgot to mention. This is the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil.
Oh, okay. And that's the first issue of Doom Patrol under their own title.
Right. That's right. I didn't mention it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's it's a gorilla cover.
Can't go wrong with that, as
True.
Carson Brownstar used to say. He loved his gorillas, you know.
We got Jambo Comics in the house. And we got all kinds of people. We got consistently around 20 in the chat.
Jambo might like this.
Ooh, another Fox comic.
Thunder.
Nobody already cared about Thunder. They just liked the girls on the cover.
Yeah, girl in bondage.
Wasn't there a similar character under Magazine Enterprises?
There could be so many. As a matter of fact, I think I might have got this from Jambo. Got the idea to look this up from Jambo Comics.
King of the Congo. Boy, there was a lot of white people running around the jungle in swimsuits.
It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, man.
You can never have too many comics. That is true.
And a variety of comics.
Carmen Infante, as editor of DC Comics, said purple covers and gorilla covers sold very well. That's why he created Gorilla God. At one point, he was telling the editors 1 gorilla cover a month because there was just too many of them.
I like stuff like that. I like little pieces of history like that, you know.
Me too.
They should have used the great.
What's your lowest grade? What's your lowest grade, like major key or big key? Because my lowest grade key I have is this X-Men 14 I got about 5 years ago for $20. It's got fire damage and water damage.
Oh, I think I have that too in low grade. I don't know. I
wouldn't know what my lowest grade comic book is, but I have a few, and I wouldn't know which one.
I mean, this isn't a key, but this is a hard book to get, and it's got no back cover on it for $12, and this grade goes for over 100. So to me, that's a key. All Golden Age pre-code is key to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way, you know.
I'm weird. I love Marvel, but if I have money, I'm going to try to get Golden Age. The only way I buy Marvel is if I'm at a comic shop and I see it there for a good price. I don't usually look on eBay for any Marvel comics.
There you go.
That's Severin cover, isn't it?
Okay. Oh, I'm not sure. I paid $50 for it about 2 years ago.
Cool. Julius Schwartz was the gorilla cover guy, not Infantino. Man, these people know so much. Did anyone see Scott Neely's Wambi cover? He's got the Super Comics reprint of Wambi. Yeah, I got that issue for 40 cents at the Comic-Con.
Wow.
Years ago when you could buy a lot of comics cheap. Like 20 years ago.
This one's got to be a high grade.
I haven't even read it yet.
Power Packed Origin.
I think I got it in 2002 and I haven't even read it yet. Okay, let's do some more Marvels. Everybody loves Marvel Comics. Does any guess what key this is?
Let me see it.
It's a minor key.
I can't say I do.
First cameo of Starstalker and first origin of Mantis. And origin of Libra. This was the Zodiac storyline that was going on. I think it was with Defenders also. If I remember correctly. If I don't, someone will remind me. This was a flea market find for $1. It's not that big of a book though. First time Reed Richards discovers that the suit is a symbiote alien.
I got to keep going back and forth because I'm watching something on eBay.
Look at you, you hunter. You're a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this one.
There's another key issue.
Yeah, I just got that. I couldn't believe I got it for $30.
That was a one shot, right?
Oh, you stole it. God, dog. I got mine for 20 like 4 years ago.
Oh, I got mine for 30, I think, last year. Mine's probably mine's probably a 3.0.
I'd give mine maybe a 2 or 1.5.
I gave up on getting it, and then my comic owner had it, and he said $30. I said, that's sold, man.
I wonder what this was.
My favorite, Mr. Miracle, of his first one.
Nice. That's a cool issue. This is first solo Medusa.
Wow.
Gene Colan cover.
I got those too. Marvel Superheroes. That was a great series too. When they switched from the reprints to the new stories, that was great. Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
Roy Thomas created a team of super gorillas who what was it? I forget. He took over the United States with the Russians and the Red Chinese, and him and Arnold Drake came up with the idea for a super gorilla team called Guardians of the Galaxy. Or no, something like that. Anyways, they were supposed to pitch it to Stan, and then Arnold, when he went to pitch it, Stan changed it to an interplanetary group. And while they were on conference call, they hammered out the characters and the situation. And the next time they talked to Roy Thomas, his idea wasn't super gorillas anymore. It was the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Very interesting.
The first transgender superhero. He turned into a girl. He turned into a girl later, back and forth from a girl to a guy.
What's his name?
Starhawk.
Oh, Starhawk.
Look at the pages. Look at the artwork in here.
What issue's that?
I don't know who does the artwork, but it's pretty nice.
I know.
Mystery.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I watched a couple of videos where they talk about the artists back in the day. They got trained. They went to school.
Yeah,
took them many years before they could break into the industry. They just weren't handed books and said draw. They actually had to know their stuff and be trained artists.
I know this is really
Look at the detail. I mean, look at the folds in the overalls.
Yeah.
Oh man, the insides of old books are 1,000 times better than these new CG, crap books we get these days.
A lot of these new artists aren't classically trained. They train themselves how to draw, and they don't know how to do layouts and stuff like that. How to lead the eyes.
It's all
do
big
the book.
panels, that are exploding right in your face and stuff like that. And there's hardly there's no detail in the panels, and the panels are too big.
No.
I don't know. It's all different.
I mean, it has like different skin textures and stuff that work, but there's not enough, like you said, detail or enough originality. It's almost like they draw from the same template of a freaking app off a computer to me.
Yeah. That's what Scott Neely is saying. Some of that new computer stuff is rendered art is obnoxious.
It's horrible.
It is, I don't
lazy.
Well, a lot of people like it, but I can't see it. It's not real.
I don't think I just think they've never been exposed to like real stuff. Is what I think. But
if you look at the cover on this, go ahead. Power Warlock Marvel Premiere. I got a copy.
I don't have that book.
I think I got a couple copies of that.
That's a good one, man. I love Warlock. My favorite Warlock's number 2.
Wasn't his first appearance in the FF? Cocoon or something?
Yeah.
Him, the Thor issue's the one that gets a lot of credit because of the him.
Yeah.
But he based the whole character and situation on the Super Christ Jesus Superstar.
Really?
Musical. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar musical.
I didn't know that.
That's like that Stan Lee named Fing Fang Foom after a British musical from 1928 called Tin Chu Chow.
About Egghead? That was pretty racist. They had to get rid of that too.
Egghead was comics. That was created for the TV series.
No, he's talking about from Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman villain.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Batman villain.
Thing.
Yeah, with the big Chinese French mustache.
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the issue where he died. It's a pretty current Avengers. It's like 80s.
Did he fall off a wall?
Like Humpty Dumpty? Oh.
I didn't read it.
Anybody have this minor key?
Heck yeah, dude.
It's a naked Wolverine. Yeah.
Windsor
Hair all over him.
The origin of Weapon X.
It's the first Weapon X.
I might have that. I don't know.
I don't think it's the first Weapon X. I think that's in X-Men. But
really,
it's its first origin.
Huh.
Yeah, it's on the issue where the Alpha Flight guy is punching Wolverine. I think that's first Weapon X.
Oh, I didn't know. What? Okay, I might have that then.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have.
I got this one recently.
He was a Canadian superhero, right?
Yeah.
Punch Wolverine. Yeah.
That's a nice book.
Yep, I don't have.
I just got this one.
Is that
just got it recently, man.
Is that the first Gambit?
Yep.
Officially, it is. Technically, there's an annual that is not the money book, but it's supposedly his first cameo.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's actually got panels, like 3 panels in it. I got 2 of them, but this is the one they want you to get, I guess. This is fairly new, like what, 96 or something? 1990, 96? Yeah. I don't know.
Thank you for saying that's fairly new, because a lot of people will refer to 90s books on their channel and go, yeah, this one's pretty old.
Ming the Merciless. Does anybody know who Ming the Merciless was?
From Flash Gordon?
Yeah, that's right.
Flash,
Neely.
Oh, I love that
cool
book.
Yeah.
Sarah just showed that on the other show. I used to have mine, and I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it.
I think I paid $8 for this, man.
It's a nice blue cover.
Yeah, I got both of these.
I got the whole run. I'm just missing number 2.
Wow. These are like, this one was the one I wanted the most. It's my favorite one. For sure. It's got the Funky Flash, man. They're making fun of Stan Lee, and Stan Lee's a Joker. So sign me up, dude.
Stan the Man? You making fun of Stan the Man?
Yeah. Yeah, man. They made fun of Stan Lee in this comic, dude. Funky Flash, man. Look at the Funky Flash, man. He did everything. I'm Stan Lee.
Didn't Buster Crabbe play Flash Gordon?
Yeah, Buster Crabbe played Flash Gordon. Yeah.
I shouldn't like Stan Lee.
I want that. I want that Buster Crabbe robot comic, but man, that thing's expensive. Do you have any Buster Crabbe comics?
Me? No. Oh yes, I do actually, but it's Captain Gallant. It was a promo.
Oh, yeah. I got that one.
I got a few of those.
I think everybody has that one. I see that thing on eBay every single day.
Yeah, there was a big hoard of that stuff was discovered. You know, a whole warehouse full of that.
Many people know, but there's the newsstand issue and there's the promo comic. They're both the same, except I think one has an ad in the back cover and the other one doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. That's a
first
cool cover.
First Cottonmouth.
Yeah, first Cottonmouth, dude. That's one of the bigger keys out of that run.
I didn't like that character too much, but I like some of the covers. That's a cool cover.
He smoked too much dope. That's why he had Cottonmouth.
That's what they want. That's what they don't say, but they know that's what you want. That's what they want you to think, without saying it.
How about this one? First appearance
Banger, of don't say it. The chick, her.
Yep. You got Starhawk right there. This book got hot, and I looked up on my wall, and I'm like, I think I have that. I didn't even know I had it. I actually gave most of my Marvel 2-in-1 run away to Surf Blue. He sent me a nice high-grade copy of Devil Dinosaur #1. So when he said that he liked Marvel 2-in-1, I grabbed the whole stack and just sent them to him. Okay, guys, what you got? We're closing on 2 hours, so we'll probably close this out here in about 8 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta.
You got to take care of your back tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. We're gonna make some pizza and watch some cartoons.
You know what I watched last night? Death Wish with Bruce Willis. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I saw that originally in the movie theater when it came out.
I never saw it. I thought it was pretty good. And I watched Wild Bill today with what's his name? The guy that was an Iron Man.
I thought you were talking about Charles Bronson, not Bruce Willis, right?
No, Bruce Willis did the remake.
Death Wish?
Yeah, he did a remake.
No, you're talking
remake.
Death Wish was
Charles Bronson was original.
Right, and then Bruce Willis did.
He did the remake.
I didn't know that.
No, I think you're thinking of something else. You're thinking of that series.
No, it's Death Wish.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
No, it's Death Wish. He did a remake of it.
You did?
And,
I believe you.
That's what I was thinking of. Die Hard. Right.
No, he did a remake. It's pretty good.
I didn't see that. No.
It's well, I just watched it. I was gonna say it's on Amazon, but you don't have Amazon. Okay, here we go.
Godzilla number 9.
Nice.
Number 9.
Who does that cover? Is that Dicko?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
There's number 8.
That's a cool series.
Yeah, it is. There's number 7.
I was a big Godzilla fan as a kid.
Yeah, so was I. I got some of the original movie posters.
Gamera was my favorite.
I like Mothra. The Butterfly. Number 5.
Scott, watch Death Wish with Bruce Willis. Oh, we watched that movie Bandits today with Bruce Willis and Billy Bob Thornton. That was pretty good.
2. Mike. Then I got a number 1. I'm wondering what these are selling for now because I have a few of them.
They're going for like $8 at my LCS.
Number 1s?
No, not the number 1s. Number 1's about $20.
Because I was at
probably 30 if it's really high grade. Hey, you got 3 of them?
4 of them, but
wow.
I got them pretty cheap. I was at the Godzilla con.
I didn't even know they had those.
Yeah, out here in Rosemont, the Donald Stevens Convention Center, or what it was across the street. A few years ago, I went there with Gimpy, and there was a guy selling number 1s for like $70. He wanted $70.
Wow.
For one. I thought, what the hell is he trying to pull, man? $70? Because I know that they were at that time around $15, $20 everywhere else. And he wouldn't budge on a $70 price. So walked away. Can you imagine it?
Yeah, I come across some booths where they all Western stuff and they have Western comics. And they want like $50 for Dell comics. I'm like, you're out of your mind.
Oh, man. It's just everybody's trying to gouge you, you know, for stuff. It's not even worth it.
Okay, Biggie, we're closing on the end of the show. You got anything there you want to show before we close it out?
I got some bangers. I got my first Devil Dinosaur the other day.
And Moon Boy. Don't forget your Moon Boy. I think right. Moon Boy is Moon Knight's son.
Yeah, don't you be mooning me, boy.
Pink cover. Pepto-Bismol cover.
First Brainstorm. It's a key to.
Is it the last Brainstorm?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Dope,
there's
Batman,
one of those.
Robin.
Robin's always getting either killed or pushed down by Batman.
Or slapped in the face.
Favorite
nice.
Wonder Woman
That's
cover.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want that one. Is that Neil Adams?
No, that's somebody else. That's Jeff Jones, I think.
That sounds right.
Jeff Jones cover. I have that too.
Blaster.
Oh yeah, I got that one. That's a cool cover. I like that cover. No, it's not Moon Girl, Scott Neely. It's Moon Boy.
We'll finish on this 10 cent.
Yeah, that's great stuff. Great.
Yeah. Jeff Jones.
I just want to thank you guys for having me, dude. It's been an honor throwing down with some of the original gangsters of old books. You know what I mean? I'm just starting. I'm trying to figure it out, and I've been learning a lot from you guys.
You got a lot of stuff.
Well, on like older books.
Yeah.
All right, let me quickly show what I got left. I got a little tiny stack.
There you go. First black costume in Marvel Team-Up, right? Got that. Didn't it? Yeah.
Nice Gil Kane cover.
Let's bring out all the good stuff now. That's a nice cover. There.
That's a good one, dude. That's the first.
If you have this, look inside the panels. He draws her like in regular looking body, and then the next panel, she's like super big, like she worked out and took steroids. It's really funny.
That's a good book to have. Those things are more valuable than you think, dude.
That was the first.
Like you think,
Baxter paper book, right?
They're expensive.
I thought that was King Arthur 3000 or something.
No,
Brian Bowler.
Fanfare, I think, was the first comic book that had the advanced paper. They used the paper in it. I think so.
I might have been the first DC. was Arthur 3000 or something like that.
Camelot 3000.
Yeah, Camelot 3000. Brian Boland.
Well,
Well,
right,
gentlemen,
I appreciate that, and I appreciate being with you guys here and everybody that watched. So
everybody comment if you want these guys back, because I definitely want them back. Want to do another show, and we can see next time the new stuff Biggie's picked up, and we can see the stuff that Captain Strangelife has dug out from the vault. But guys, gentlemen, I appreciate you. It was a great show. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
I don't want it to end, but you know how it is. It's got to end sometime.
Yeah, I gotta get back on eBay now. Take care.
Back to the grind.
This has been a live catalog brought to you by Nighttiger. So any of those books you see, go try to find them now.
Hey.
All right, guys, have a good night. Everybody have a good night. Take care.
Bye.